Why aye, you toon boy. Hello, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and this is how WWE should book, where I take something from now to the future, then challenge WWE to do it better, because I'm a smartass. The Royal Rumble match 2016 is probably the most interesting that Royal Rumble's been in years. Now, a lot of people are kind of like, don't mess with my Rumble match! And I was, initially when I heard that it was going to be for the title, but now there are like 3 people who can win, which depressingly is an improvement for a Royal Rumble. You've got Triple H, you've got Roman Reigns, and you've got the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And that's not even taking into account some of the surprise entrants like maybe Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, third man. Now, it's normally bad when WWE messes with an established formula, but you can't say it isn't exciting. So for this one, I'm going to do something new. I'm not going to book a storyline. I'm going to book from bell to bell the Royal Rumble match. WWE, do it better. So we start out with number 1, gong, lights go out. Out comes The Undertaker, dressed in his hat, his clothes. Of course he's in his... I'm not suggesting naked Undertaker come out. I'm not. Some people will be like, The Undertaker in the Royal Rumble? Are you trying to kill the man? Now, he's probably going out at WrestleMania this year, and he's had, well, one last SummerSlam, one last Survivor Series. It wouldn't be a farewell tour without one last Royal Rumble, and he comes out number 1. So he stands there in the middle of the ring, crowd hopefully are interested. If not, that's a sad state of affairs. And then out comes number 2, Finn Balor. It's basically the duel of the entrances. Combined, they probably take about 15 minutes. All smoke, all brooding, all demons very slowly making their way to the ring. So we've got Balor in full demon makeup. We've got the dead man in his little sort of goth girl makeup. He does that. Balor does that, or whatever Balor's actual... Is that his... And then they fight. Young demon versus old. The Undertaker's punches versus Finn Balor's kicks. And then out comes number 3, Bray Wyatt. Yet another smoky entrance. He makes his way to the ring. They stand there, the 3 of them, the 3 spooky dudes of wrestling, which would be an amazing stable name. Book it, Vince. And then you have your typical run of mid-carders. We have 4, Goldust, 5, The Miz, 6, Stardust. The Miz gets cocky, tries to eliminate Finn Balor and The Undertaker at the same time. They turn around, grab him, throw him out together. And then Goldust and Stardust, they have a brother versus brother fight, because that's always fun to see. Why did you forget about this feud? And then out comes number 7, Braun Strowman. Now, it's only going to be Braun and Bray in this match. The Braun and the Brain. It's a good... Sorry, Sam, I'll just keep... Yeah, we're going to keep it those 2, because ideally Luke Harper and Eric Rowan will be competing for the tag team titles earlier on in the card. I know they're announced for the Royal Rumble match, but I don't have room for them. Leave me be! So with Bray and Braun teaming up, they start to clear the ring. Braun kicks The Undertaker through the middle ropes. He's not eliminated. Same with Finn Balor. And then they clear the ring of Goldust and then Stardust. And they're looking like, we're spooky dudes! They go to eliminate Finn Balor, but he starts to fight back, kicks to the head, kicks to the head. Braun falls on top of Bray, and he hits him with a double coup de grace from the top rope. Out comes number 8, Ryback. So Ryback gets to the ring and takes Finn Balor's head off with a clothesline. And then him and Braun Strowman square up to each other. A real meeting of the minds, these two, and they start clubbing each other. And they could actually get the crowd worked up if they actually started stiff clotheslining each other, like something out of New Japan, just properly running at each other. Then out comes number 9, Santino Marella. And this one's just for me. Braun and Ryback murder him. They take it in turns to see who can inflict the most damage to the stupid Italian clown. They pick him up, they slam him, they drop him with clotheslines, they mug this poor man, and then whoop, over he goes. Goodbye, old friend. Why are you back? Out comes number 10, Callisto, and through miscellaneous aerial fun, he eliminates Ryback, but then he gets caught by a running tackle from Bray. Wham! Wham! You Mexican man! And so once again, Bray and Braun are back together, and they eliminate Callisto straight off the top, and they are ruling the roost. Undertaker climbs back in the ring, and he starts taking it to Bray and Braun. Bray goes down, and again, it's Braun versus Taker clubbing each other. Fun fact, Braun versus Taker was considered to be a match for WrestleMania. I don't want that, though, so we give them this moment here, and the Undertaker is passed out to Braun's weird sleeper hold thingy. Bray knocks him out with Sister Abigail, and then Undertaker's just laid out on the floor, and Bray just kneels over him going, "Follow the spooky dudes," etc. Out comes number 11, Kane. Hey, a reunion of the Brothers of Destruction. They go wild on Bray and Braun, tossing Wyatt over the top rope, and they both grab Braun by his neck and then hurl him over the top rope, and the two look at each other, realize that this might just be their last Rumble match, and then they start fighting. Out comes number 12, Bo Dallas. He goes down to the ring, sees it in the ring is The Undertaker fighting Kane, and decides, you know what? I'm fine on the outside, runs around doing his yay things in the air. So it's just Bo Dallas ignoring the Brothers of Destruction, running in a circle. So Undertaker and Kane are fighting each other, chokeslam, chokeslam. Kane hits Taker with a chokeslam, goes for a tombstone. That's reversed by Taker into his own tombstone. Bang, he picks up Kane and just manages to get him over the top rope, and he's hanging there. And then bang, Taker is eliminated by a coup de grace from Finn Balor, and Finn Balor stands in the middle of the ring alone. Taker, now it depends if you want to have Undertaker versus Finn Balor at WrestleMania. I'd quite like that, so I would have Taker be visibly pissed off at being beaten by this young demon, and then when he gets to the top of the ramp, he could turn back and give Balor the evil eye, and then Balor is attacked from behind by Bo Dallas. Out comes number 13, Kevin Owens, and he doesn't go for the ring, he goes straight to ringside, picks up Finn Balor's NXT Championship, rolls into the ring, and clobbers him with it, because Kevin Owens doesn't forget. He picks up Finn Balor, throws him over the top rope, holds up the NXT Championship, then throws it at Balor, saying, "I'm going for the World Heavyweight Championship." Bo then hits Kevin Owens with a dropkick from behind. Kevin Owens goes over the top rope but doesn't get eliminated. He holds on. Bo thinks he's eliminated Kevin Owens, gets out of the ring under the bottom rope, and again runs around going, I did it, until he runs into a massive clothesline from Kevin Owens, who throws him back into the ring. Out comes 14, Adam Rose. Yep, he's in it because the Social Outcasts are now a thing. So Rose and Bo Dallas team up to take on Kevin Owens, but are outmatched easily by Kevin Owens, who's great. In fact, both men receive pop-up power bombs. Out comes 15, Heath Slater. He's just one man. Bye. And he attacks Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens mocks Slater, being like, "What is all this ginger shit?" And then Adam Rose attacks, Kevin Owens ducks, and Adam Rose accidentally hits Heath Slater, and then a super kick from Owens. And Owens is like, "I'm beating up 3 guys at once. I'm Kevin Owens. I'm saying stuff." When suddenly, bang, he's hit by returning Finn Balor's sling blade. Finn Balor has only just regained consciousness and takes it out of Kevin Owens. Wham, wham, wham. So basically, if you don't want to have Finn Balor fight Undertaker at Mania, how about Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens? That would also be delicious. So Balor lays out Kevin Owens and then leaves. All 3 Social Outcasts pick up Owens and throw him over the top, eliminating him. And the Social Outcasts are like, "We beat a top guy. We're an actual thing. Yay!" And then out comes the Big Show. Oh dear. The Big Show bonks each of the Social Outcasts on the nose. Bonk. Bonk. Just lift him up. Bonk. And then all 3 go over the top rope. He grabs a microphone, hopefully amid boos, because we're sick of this Big Show. And he says, "You can't eliminate me. I'll never retire because I'm a giant. I'm a giant. I am a giant. I'm a giant." And then he drops the mic and says, come on, who's next? Out comes number 17, Brock Lesnar. Well, here comes the pain. Brock Lesnar destroys the Big Show and eliminates him before the next person can even get to the ring. German suplex, F5, out the Big Show goes. Brock Lesnar's like, right, what's up now? Out comes number 18, Curtis Axel. And Curtis Axel also has a microphone saying, you know, the last Royal Rumble match is still technically going on. I'm going to be the first man in history to win 2 Royal Rumbles at the same time. Curtis Axel gets into the ring, looks at Brock Lesnar and be like, I appear to have made all the wrong life choices. And Brock Lesnar destroys him. German, whoop, over the top rope. Who's next, says Brock Lesnar. Out comes number 19, Roman Reigns. Boom, boom, dum dum, dum dum, So then a slugfest happens, and it's a lot like WrestleMania 31, and Reigns gets beaten down. He cannot hang with Brock Lesnar, which will feature into a storyline thing later. Reigns does get in some good offense, like a Superman punch, but otherwise it's all Brock, German. Then number 20, it's a new day. Yes, it is. Boom. Boom. And it's Kofi Kingston. Like, Big E and Xavier Woods are with him, but they're not in the match because they've already defended the tag titles earlier in the night. Remember. So again, more mic work. Kofi's again like, okay, well, Beast of the East happened, but you know what? I wasn't feeling at my A game. I hadn't taken my vitamins. So this time, I'm going to destroy you, Brock. Right, guys? And everyone's like, yeah, new day. You're idiots. And then Kofi gets in, and then wham! You know that bit in the Avengers where the Hulk just grabs Loki? It's basically like that. Boom, 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 boom. Brock grabs Kofi, gorilla press, throws him over the top rope, but the New Day catch him. What Big E and Xavier do is they grab their hands like that, and each of their hands is one of Kofi's feet. And they basically very slowly maneuver him back to the ring. And they raise him up until Kofi can like jump back into the ring. He's caught by Brock Lesnar, thrown out again. They catch him again, and they're like, right, okay, what do we do now? So they're like running around the ring trying to put Kofi Kingston back into the match. But every time they try, Brock Lesnar is there being like, no way. But then after a few attempts, Brock turns around into a Superman punch from Reigns. New Day are like, hooray! Kofi jumps onto the turnbuckle, is ready to get back in the match when a Superman punch from Reigns knocks him to the ground. He's eliminated. Bye-bye, New Day. Out comes number 21. It's Chris Jericho, who's set upon by the New Day because of that stupid rooty tooty booty thing that he did on Raw. What was that? But then he overcomes them and heads to the ring. Out comes 22. Neville. Why, you toon boy. I said that right, Sam. You're from Newcastle, so that was correct, yes? Good. Neville and Jericho have a lovely little sequence reminiscent of their battle at Beast of the East. And then out comes 23, Ziggler. I'm here to show the world. Come on! I'm a dolphin. I don't care what anyone says. Again, him, Jericho, and Neville, they put on a bit of a show while Brock and Roman Reigns are a bit tired. Miz comes out to distract Neville because they're in a feud, I think. And then Brock grabs Neville and German suplex him over the top rope. Neville is the only person I can trust to do that. The Miz catches him, breaking his fall. I think. Don't R-truth him, Miz. And then that looks great. Brock lays waste to Ziggler and gives him and Jericho double Germans. Out comes 24, Dean Ambrose, and finally the brothers team up. Roman Reigns and Ambrose take on Brock Lesnar. They all brawl through the middle ropes. They don't eliminate themselves, but they brawl to the outside, and basically they're throwing each other into pillars, posts, stairs. They are properly going at each other. Then out comes 25, Wade Barrett. God save our great. He comes in, gives someone a bullhammer elbow because it's nice to see him. Meanwhile, Ambrose and Reigns put Brock through the announce table with one of their special power bombs. Number 26, out comes Alberto Del Rio, and him and Barrett start teaming up because League of Nations are a thing. Also, Ambrose gets back into the ring and gets into it with Jericho, who, remember, they had a bit of a confrontation at the end of Night of Champions. WWE Creative seem to have forgotten it. But I haven't. So we start working the beginning of a feud between Ambrose and Jericho. And that brawl starts with Ambrose giving Jericho the shoulder barge from Night of Champions. Do you remember? Out comes 27, Rusev. Yes, the League of Nations are forming pretty quickly, and it looks a little suspicious that all of the League of Nations guys are coming out one after another at the end of the Rumble. So with the three of them, they're able to take down Reigns, they're able to take down Ambrose, they're beating up Ziggler, they're beating up Jericho. League of Nations is looking strong when out comes number 28. Of course, it's bloody Sheamus. Everyone eats a bro kick, and between them they eliminate Ziggler, they eliminate Jericho, and because Jericho distracted Ambrose, they eliminate Ambrose as well. Jericho and Ambrose brawl on the outside. So the League of Nations are doing their celebratory thing. They're like, yeah, we're the guys. What's that? They turn around, Brock Lesnar's behind them. They're like, we regret all of our life choices. Germans for everybody! And F5s too. Brock Lesnar wipes out the League of Nations. He doesn't eliminate any of them, but everyone eats an F5. And he's standing there like properly roided out at this stage. He's screaming at the hard camera when out comes 29, Daniel Bryan. Now I know Daniel Bryan is not cleared to compete, but after he took to Twitter to say, when are you going to clear me, WWE, this whole thing's starting to look a bit like a work. Obviously, I hope he's healthy. I hope he can compete. If he's not, I hope he stays out of the ring. But if he is, let's have Daniel Bryan in the Royal Rumble match, and it's him versus Lesnar. Now, I know you don't want a German Daniel Bryan because, you know. So what happens is he starts kicking Lesnar down. Lesnar grabs him for a German, but Daniel Bryan flips out of it and hits him with a running knee. Brock does that awesome thing where he staggers bow-legged, but then Roman Reigns hits him with a spear. Reigns and Bryan look at each other, be like, oh hey buddy, and then start kicking the crap out of each other. They're interrupted by the League of Nations, so they decide, okay, we'll just eliminate you guys. And then Bryan eliminates Wade Barrett, and Reigns eliminates Del Rio. And then out comes number 30, AJ Styles. Again, hope the fans go crazy. It would be really sad if they didn't. And everyone in the ring just looks at AJ Styles, Mr. TNA. He comes out being like, hey guys, boom! And then runs to the ring and eliminates Rusev immediately. Sorry, Rusev, I love you. You're my favorite teddy bear, but you're going. Rusev's gone, and then AJ turns around, dodges, whilst Bryan hits Reigns with a flying knee, and then the two face up. AJ versus Daniel Bryan. I want this to be a WrestleMania match, please. AJ and Bryan start brawling, and it only happens for a little while, but it's a thing of beauty. Daniel Bryan manages to throw AJ Styles over the top rope. He keeps himself alive. Sheamus tries to get involved. Daniel Bryan ducks a bro kick. AJ Styles hits him with an amazing springboard clothesline. Then Daniel Bryan hits him with a running knee. Then Reigns hits him with a spear. And then finally, Sheamus is gone. He has to take 3 pretty big moves to get him over. So, you know, might as well give him Sheamus some props, because why not? I don't actually hate Sheamus, it's Sheamus, isn't it? You know, just Sheamus. So then each man finds a corner, because I love it when they do the Final Four thing, and the Final Four are Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. So they all look at each other, and then Brock goes, Beast Mode, activate, and kills people. And honestly, this Fatal 4-Way, I would have this go on for like 10 minutes. Because why not? You're not going to have a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, so you might as well add a little extra to the Royal Rumble. Make it go for a while. Make every man seem exhausted. Make them all really earn their victories. So this 4-way happens for a while, and it's very, very good. AJ and Daniel Bryan are so focused on each other, proving that they are the best wrestler, that they turn around into a double spear from Roman Reigns, and him and Brock eliminate AJ and Daniel Bryan. They keep fighting on the outside. And then it's just Roman and Brock. WrestleMania all over again. You can't beat me, says Lesnar, and Roman Reigns says, yes I can, boli dat. And then wham, Superman punch to Brock. And then Brock counters a spear, grabs him round, turns him up into a German, boom, F5, boom. Then Roman Reigns starts to fight back. He hits Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, a spear, another spear, and Roman Reigns is finally getting that win back. Maybe, say the announcers, maybe he can do what he couldn't do at WrestleMania, and when he turns around to be hit, bang, by a sledgehammer from Triple H. Now, I'm not having Triple H in the match. I'm not, because, look, we are going to get Triple H and Reigns, but we should get that at Fastlane, because to be honest, it's not really that interesting of a WrestleMania matchup. First of all, they fought each other loads. Remember when the Shield fought Evolution for ages? And Roman Reigns has already kicked Triple H's ass before, so I don't see it as a huge marquee match. It's just not that interesting to me. I'd have it at Fastlane, sure, because there's bad blood there and you don't want to leave a story unfinished, but the big match at WrestleMania would be Roman Reigns versus the champion, Brock Lesnar. So Triple H has come through the crowd, floored Roman Reigns, stands over Roman Reigns' prone body. He leaves the ring, then Brock Lesnar picks him up, throws Roman Reigns over the top, and your new champion, Brock goddamn Lesnar. Triple H takes Roman Reigns to the entrance ramp and pedigrees him on the steel, whilst in the ring, Brock Lesnar holds up the title. So this sets up a couple of matches, Reigns versus Triple H at Fastlane, Reigns fighting for his title shot, perhaps. It also sets up Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which is quite interesting narratively. Reigns trying to do what he couldn't do a year ago, and maybe there's room for storyline development there, maybe even a heel turn from Reigns, because the thing about Reigns versus Triple H, it can only really end one way, and then it's more authority stuff forever. It also sets up AJ versus Bryan, Ambrose versus Jericho, Jericho pursuing a 10th IC title reign. It also sets up Balor versus Owens, or Balor versus Taker, whichever one you want. It could maybe set up Bray and Braun versus Kane, or something like that. I don't know. So that is how I would, beat for beat, book the 2016 Royal Rumble match. Do you disagree? Would you rather have someone else win? Tell me about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.
And hey, while we have you, why not celebrate the relentless passage of time by buying WhatCulture's first ebook, The 100 Worst Wrestling Moments of 2015, written by Andrew Sosick with a foreword from me. Only £3, it's currently the ranked #1 selling wrestling book on Amazon. Check the description for a link.